The Department of State Security Services (DSS) has arrested Olawale Bakare and several other #revolutionary protesters in Ondo State. Bakare's arrest is coming shortly after 40 protesters were arrested in Abuja by military personnel. News Direct learned that Bakare alongside several others had converged at the chapel of the Nigeria Union of Journalists located in Olaiya, Osogbo to address the press when the incident occurred. The leadership of the chapel had invited them into the premises when armed DSS officials swooped in and arrested 7 of them. They've since been whisked away to an unknown location. Okay? I don't know whether this Bakare, whether he has flouted the I think the route given to them, when they were released, they were given some conditions that they should not be seen among maybe more than 5 or 10 people, as the case may be. Maybe it is more than that group, maybe it was founding, because definitely they are going to use something against them. In as much they had announced some days back that there's going to be protest today. Of course, I know they will be watching every of their movements. And I think this is what the DSS, this is what they are always quick to do. We know the battle that these people faced last year. This Bakare, Lawale Bakare and Shore, we all know the stories. And more so, they've arrested some people in Abuja. It's like they're arresting them at different locations. Why is it that these people are always agitating? You know quite all right that these people they mean no harms, but you just want to show yourself. See what is happening. Those who are taking people's lives, they will be telling you, oh, you want us to sit down and be watching some people, some disgruntled elements to turn this country upside down. You are talking about people who are clamoring for good governance, but the people who are taking people's life, because if people are not there, who are you going to be governing? But those who are engaged in taking other people's lives, you don't even go after them. You do as if you pretend as if you don't even hear what they say. People who have made some kind of statements that is statements that are very, very terrible. They made them and you never said anything. Well, just like I said, because they will look for something to hang on. When they arrested some people in what is it called? Abuja. Showore was in Abuja, or Showore has been in Abuja, because that's this place they restricted him to, and I'm sure Olawale too has been restricted to Osogbo. So they have been looking for ways to just clamp them again. This is what DSS is really known for. Anything that is not really in favor of the masses, they always go for that. They really go for that. We don't know where we are going to. And the funniest part of it is that a lot of people, a lot of youth are sitting down at home, abusing these people, cursing them, calling them all manner of names. And you will sit down in your comfort zone. They will love the situation that we find ourselves in this country, when we cannot come out to defend what is us, what is, what really belongs to us, to defend our rights. But people will be there doing it instead of you to come out and support them. The next thing, they will just sit at the back of the keyboard and begin to type what is not. And meanwhile, they will still go back and be begging people. They will still go back and be complaining on how this country has not really treated them well. I learned that some people have been given some contracts, some youth to be typing and recruit them. They call them internet warriors, or what they call them, internet rats. They will just be going all over the place, supporting those who do not have your interest at heart. They will give you little change, and that is the way you think the life supposed to be. Well, let's hear what the DSS will be telling us again concerning this new development. They are just arresting. What is the problem? What is their problem? What is their case again? Well, what are they protesting for? Somebody is asking the question. Their son is the vice president. I think they said that is enough for them than the economic growth of Nigeria. It is the Buhari they voted for that is in power. They shouldn't protest too. Of course, a lot of people are really angry. One thing again is that people are coming out to say, oh, Showore brought in this government. And right from onset, I disagree with that, because when somebody is doing wrong thing, you correct the person. When the person is doing the right thing, you correct the person, because a lot of people are still angered that, oh yes, especially Showore he used his platform to bring in this government. oh, because this and that, and a lot of people have not really forgiven him for that. But if you see somebody doing the right thing and you encourage the person, and you see the person doing the wrong thing, that does not mean because the person has done something right before, then you just have to like, oh, whatever the person does, is okay by you. No, that means that is really hypocritical. We need to go beyond all of these sentiments. Of course, people are free to say whatever they want to say, but they just have to look at the other side of things. You don't just look at one side alone, because if you look at one side, what will be coming from the other side, you might not know, and which might not really favor you. And that is why somebody is asking, oh, their son is the vice president, what are they looking for? And that is the narratives are there, because those are the things that majority of the people always talk about. Oh, some people do not know how to play politics, that is why they've not been president. And I say, those who have been president, what is the lifestyle? What can we say to their people? Has the life of their people been better off than those who have not tasted the power? Because these people are just using this position to deceive many. Whether somebody is a vice president, is president, it has no meaning. And that's why any president can come from anywhere. But because of the foundation of this country, they've already made it that way. Oh, zoning. And even if you are going through zoning, you just have to present your best. That's what we talk about. Not just anyhow person, not just a non-entity, not just a riffraff, not somebody who does not even understand what it means to govern. It's unfortunate. We have to get the best, but the way the whole thing is, everything is everywhere is polluted. Yoruba tribe, what are you protesting for after what Jonathan done for you people? You close your eyes and kicked him out in order to install your God-sent candidate. That is not the issue, because nobody, I always tell people, you cannot sit down and you think, if you think good luck Jonathan was not supposed to have been removed, then don't complain about Buhari, because what it is only those who are economical with the truth. That's why I said a lot of people are still angry. Oh, because Jonathan was kicked out. What was going on was not the best for us until we get when we get to our destination, when we get the right people in place. That is when Nigeria can be better. If we continue with this sentiment, you cannot sit down. If you are not hypocritical, you cannot sit down and tell us that during Goodluck Jonathan everybody should be clapping, we should just wait. If you are saying that it was good, then like I always say, a lot of this any government that comes in, they will embark in one thing or the other. What we are saying is that in the scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate them? They will embark in one project that is not beneficial to the masses. They will just want to do something so that it won't be as if they've not done anything. In Goodluck Jonathan's that time, it was bad, but that does not mean that there were some things that he was not doing right. But the aspects that people do not really like, it's more than what the good that you think he has done. The same thing, the same way people are supporting Buhari now. Yes, he will pick 1 or 2 things and do, and people will start to praise him. If you can condemn this government, then you don't have moral justification to say people should not condemn the other government. What are we talking about? Everybody was tired, and this time around, everyone is fed up. So until we get the right people, the idea of because of this, because of that, to me it makes no sense. And if you think deeply, you know that it makes no sense. If somebody has done something right before and the person is going out of the way, you are telling me that you cannot correct the person or you cannot criticize the person. And that is why we will continue to be where we are, because if another government comes and anybody who falls into that category that is being favored, then means they will not say anything. And you expect good things to come. People are just supporting these politicians without even thinking about themselves, without them trying to say, let me even be selfish for once. But those people are selfish, they don't even care about you. So let's hear your opinion, guys, and leave your comment below in the comment section.